Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space.
Hi, welcome to another journal with me. For this spread I was inspired by an acetate print that I had made, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 years ago of these leaves. And then I happened to find a cardstock with the same kind of leaf on it as well. So at this point I only know those are the 2 elements I want to use. And since I can't use the whole page, I decide to cut out the leaves and go from there, see what that looks like and see how that will actually fit on the page so that I know what else the page needs. And please, I apologize for the glare of my ring light on the acetate, but there's not much I could do to get rid of that. So here I'm just placing it to see how much I want to actually cut off. And then, yeah, just keep cutting and just trying to fit it nicely how I want it. And then I cut out the same leaf from this cardstock. So I do know at this point that I want to place the acetate on the left side of the page and the cardstock image on the bottom right hand of the page. So then I decide to take out my scraps from my front pocket and to put some layers down on both sides so that it has a bit of layers and textures and a bit of colors underneath those 2 images. And I just keep building up the layers as I go, not using too much color because I want those images to stick out. Originally I was going to do some green watercolor in the background, but then I don't know, somehow it just didn't feel right. And this whole page was supposed to have like an airy feeling because I haven't been doing so well in the last week or so. I felt overwhelmed with actually my private life, which is weird. Usually it should be your work life. But it's just that I haven't had a lot of, or actually I haven't had any me time in more than a week, and I've been really feeling it. I've been trying to be there for other people who needed me, and I'm very grateful that I was able to do that, but it just kind of sucked the energy out of me, and I really wasn't doing so well since a few days. So this is the first day that I get some me time because I haven't been able to journal, I haven't been able to do YouTube and all the things that I enjoy doing. There was just no time. So this is so therapeutic for me to make this page, and that's why I wanted to keep it light, because that's how I felt like I needed air, I needed to breathe, and I just couldn't fill up the page with a lot of, in quotes, heavy materials and colors. I just wanted this page to reflect my mood. And here you see I found in my scraps some butterflies, and I really liked how they looked peeking out underneath those leaves. And so I find another page with some more butterflies, and I decided to add some on the right side as well. But I didn't want them to be overpowering because I did want the leaf really to be the focus of attention. So I just try to see what works best. And same on the left side, I try to find the right placing for the second butterfly, and I end up leaving it up there in the corner. and I really like how that peeks through. And on the right side, I then decided to just go for the little butterfly, and I liked how that looked, so I just glued that one down, glued the leaf on top, with a few layers on that side, and on the left side I'm happy now as well, and I just put some glue stick on one side of the acetate because I did want it to be able to still lift up. Now these stamps, I unfortunately don't remember what brand they are because I always take the packaging away. So if anyone knows what they are, maybe you could write it in the comments. That would be very helpful for someone else who's trying to find these. So I decided to add some butterflies in various sizes with these stamps. And now I find another little tiny one, and I just add a few of those. And then there's this quote which is just perfect for the way I feel, and it says, "Take your time, breathe." And so I choose that, and I just make a couple of test stamps to see that it turns out alright, so that it's not crooked or anything. So I just rearrange it a bit, and that works out just fine, and I put that on the bottom. And then I use these stamps, Studio G I think it said. I believe I got these at Michael's. And I use these to stamp the date. And then I take my numbers, the smallest ones I have, I believe, and stamp the day. And then I start journaling about basically the way I'm feeling at the moment, of just being overwhelmed and everything is too much, and how it's a lesson for me that I really need my me time to be able to help other people as well. I wonder if some of you can relate to that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.